हेलो हेलो। कैसे हो आप सभी लोग? वेलकम टू फ्री फायर न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम। सो गेम फाइनली स्टार्ट हो चुका है एंड या लेट्स सी। गेम फाइनली स्टार्ट हो चुका है एंड या लेट्स सी। चलो, गेम फाइनली स्टार्ट हो चुका है एंड
Get too close, and you might get burned.
मामा मीता
Get too close, and you might get burned.
लॉग डरे खेलते हैं, लोन वुल्फ खेलते हैं। चलो
Free Fire India is set in a virtual world, and it's not.
चलो, पहला गन यूएमपी लेते हैं। ये चलेगा। अभी उसका टाइम है, उसको जो भी लेना है। Oh, fucking feeling like a bad and I get off turn. यार वॉचिंग नहीं आ रही बे। एक्सेमेट तो ले ले, इसको नहीं लेते। एक्सेमेट का एक्सचेंज करते हैं। शॉर्ट चलो। ये क्या हुआ? स्ट्रीम अटक गई।
Good. The Yagami's name will live onward.
भाई 2 की वॉचिंग चल रही है, बहुत बढ़िया यार। किसी को खेलना हो तो आ जाओ।
Free Fire India is set in a virtual world, and it's not based on the real world. Don't worry if you're eliminated. Respawn awaits.
देखो खड़ा है, दिख नहीं रहा लिटरली। चलो यार, जो भी देख रहा है सब्सक्राइब कर दो। बेचारा। Feeling like a rock star. यार ये वॉल लग नहीं रही, क्या करूं इसका? माइक चालू है ना ऐसे? हाँ बस अब सही है, इतना साउंड सही है ऐसे माइक का। बाय द वे माइक चालू है ना ऐसे? हाँ बस अब सही है।
Good. The Yagami's name will live onward.
तुम तो
Get too close.
दरअसल सैब से मुलाकात करते हैं, सैब से बात करते हैं क्या टीम में लेगा या नहीं। पता नहीं यार, वो खेल रहा है आई थिंक। ले ले भाई। पता नहीं कर क्या रहा है। छोड़ो, लोन वोल्फ ही खेलते हैं अपन।
Free Fire India is set in a virtual world, and it's not based on the real world. Don't worry if you're eliminated.
क्या दो, सिर्फ यही लेते हैं, चलो। बाय 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 बाय। मेरा गोली लग नहीं रहा उसको। उसको जो लेना है ले। भाई ये क्या था? निखिल मेरी वॉइस क्वालिटी सही आ रही है? देखो तो जरा, वॉइस क्वालिटी सही है ना ऐसे? निखिल देखो, वॉइस क्वालिटी सही आ रही है ना? फ़ैन का साउंड आ रहा है क्योंकि ऐसे बहुत गर्मी है ना, तो मैंने फ़ैन चला रखी है, तो आएगा ही वो। बाकी स्ट्रीम क्वालिटी सही है ना ऐसे? चलो अब बन गया मैं स्ट्रीमर अरे यार एक की वॉचिंग क्यों आ रही है? वॉचिंग बढ़ क्यों नहीं रही निखिल? बता दे यार। खेलोगे अभी? फ्री हो? फ्री हो अभी? तुम खेलोगे गेम? चाहत मेरी के तेरी बेताब है ये पलकों में जो मेरा आईडी सस्पेंड कर दिया गया। अरे भाई साहब
This one, I actually feel like it's pretty even. To be honest, like I think this really could go either way.
Yeah, I have to agree. I am leaning towards the side of Boom. I did choose to predict them for today, and I think that's because that what we saw against Gen G was such a one-off from them. I feel like they can perform better than this. The pressure isn't quite the same as before, so I really want to see them really deliver like we saw in that group stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And here are our predictions. You two are the only ones who chose Boom today. I do wonder, though, how, you know, how divisive this is. Like, as how much confidence they have in Paper X today.
It comes down to a lot of recency. Paper X have looked fantastic. Boom looked horrific.
थोड़ा सा ऊपर राइट सही है।
Yeah, definitely not. And Famous with an operator in his hand can be one way to stop the speed. Now it's going to be Boom versus Paper Rex here, and all we are just passenger.
हेलो 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 आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी? ये क्या हो गया? जारे जिगर हो चले आती। हेलो तौहीद कौन यार इसके साथ मैच मेकिंग नहीं हो रहा पता नहीं ट्रेनिंग ही खेलते हैं अपन
Free Fire India is set in a virtual world.
टाइटल को कॉपी करो एफएफ क्रिएटर्स का सी देखते हैं क्या होता है ये गन लेते हैं एक ये लेते हैं ऐसे अब तबाही वाला गेम प्ले होगा माँ आई थिंक हर दो की वॉचिंग आ रही है लिटरली Nice. लेकिन स्ट्रीम का क्वालिटी सही है ना, ऐसे मतलब क्लियरिटी में कोई इशू नहीं है ना? रोते लगे भाई, उसको लगे। थोड़ा ग्लिच हो रहा है, पता है, ऐसे फील हो रहा है, बट ठीक है, चलेगा, कोई ना। टक 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 टक। वो उड़ा दिया बे इसने तो मुझे। मेरे को ना रैम चाहिए। यार वॉच ही नहीं आ रही. चलो वैलो ही खेलते हैं, इसको क्लोज करते हैं.
That previous damage dealt to Berserks,
5 मैच जीत गए.
making a
लॉल.
bit of a difference there. Seems of getting picked apart.
And these are the situations where you expect something to be using the dimensional drift to pivot some information for the rest of the team and allow Jing to get on in, but Boom are changing it up. They wanted to go.
Up and over the top. Jing just Goomba stomping him there, but he actually dies to full damage. Bit of a king moment there, as now the Armageddon going to be rolling out. Divide in the push forward ahead of this one, but DOS9 is there. Has the angle, has the headshot. Something arrives on the site. Still just the open hand though. As what a flick and a half. I have no idea how he managed to find that, but they have bought time. The spike never planted throughout this year. Now being committed to. Splash sent up and over the top. The peak coming in. Patman leading the charge and finding it them both. Paper X continuing now. 6 rounds secured on the defending side here of Lotus.
Just a lot of distraction from Paper X sent in towards that round, isn't it? When you got the dimensional drift that's coming out from something, keeping the Boom members on their toes, getting some utility thrown in there yet again. You've got Jing making sure that he's finding Berserks, but it's this moment here with the showstopper. It's 36 HP that's actually taken there in the fall damage. He's seen his tootsies, but he still has to vertically hit that one. 2 versus 2 scenario, and it was, you know, vulnerability when you're trying to establish a plant. So that's the sort of sticky situation. Had Boom got the plant down earlier enough, you know, maybe coming out with something different. But 6-1, as you mentioned, Boom calling for the timeout.
First one committed here.
Okay, तो इसको थोड़ा सा ये करते हैं ऐसे. चलो ये हो गया. देन यहाँ पे एक इसके ना और एक डिस्प्ले कैप्चर लेना होगा मुझे मैप के लिए. ओके वो अभी के लिए हाइड करते हैं. सबको हाइड कर दें यहाँ से. हाँ तेरा ये क्या करना है. Display capture. For map. Okay. सबको थोड़ा सा हाइड कर दें, इनको बाद में करेंगे. ये हमने लिया मैप के लिए. ठीक है, जरा ओपन करते हैं. ये ऐसे फिट होगा यहाँ पे. इसको बाद में देखेंगे. इसको बाद में देखेंगे. चलो दी भाई क्या बोल रहे थे आप?
It's going to be holding down M1 is Forsaken. Salvo sent, but not displacing. Re-steadies in. Famous goes diving right into it. A catastrophe, but Shiro with a solid follow-up shot. Tries to get them back into this, but Divide comes away with the kill as NC Slasher is going to be taken down. The stun going to be sent his way, but now Jing pushing forward as the door gets hit. Something finds a headshot. The spike is on the floor. DOS9 is in heaven. Top of the rope is Jing will go ahead and find the last kill. 7-1. Timeout call. Not leading to a thrifty, but can it lead to a round win with a buy behind? We're about to find out.
That's the early game right now. The Boom are struggling in. It's finding any advantages, it's finding any space that they're not really being contended with by Paper Rex, who just have a great fundamental understanding of where they need to put their pieces. Very happy enough to have something looking at an operator line by himself more often than not, having the Odin go Burr as well. And then meanwhile, you've got some good timing on Patman in the roster now with the Prowlers, right? He's layering them around the map very nicely, I say. Got to see what the difference on this buy-up is going to be for Boom this time, though. Controllers up through pillars already to the front of B. Patman, the one on the side itself.
Locating target.
Drone again sent something, just going to back away. Nothing spotted. Now goes for the peek, and Famous with a great headshot. Beats him down. DOS9 looking to try to reposition. Gets himself in deep over by C.
Cover going out.
It's the one-way setup.
Finally a situation as well for Boom where they can get the plant down and have enough time to set up for a post-plant.
But they don't have the pit to try to go along with it.
Devi can
Steel
actually,
Garden.
yeah, remove the guns.
Says, let's put you back on a Thrifty. Overdrive going to be popped though, and Famous. He likes those odds. Pushing forward, able to find one. DOS9 holding things down at the back as Famous comes away with a third. Forsaken now has to do the lion's share of the work, and that is an immense amount of immediate damage. Famous with a 4K will get Boom their first proper round victory, and a second one here on the board.
Converting with the opening kill as well is actually monumental for Boom, right? They need these sort of advantages, and they need to be able to have some time to settle down, figure out a bit of an adjustment plan. Not dropping in the pit this round either. It's just the timing for something over at the C-Mound side of things. You know, generally, if you'd see Devi put the Arc Rose over at Mound, he can be flashing first to allow something to go in for that peak a little bit more comfortably. But just the timing that Famous gets across and then is able
You go on.
to overdrive in towards the site and really just destroy Paper Rex.
Big change up here. Planting Jing forward. Do they read DOS9's position? It's a question. At the same time, Forsaken, he just peeks out of B, finds Shiro there in spawn, and all the chaos that's ensuing around towards Mound.
Yep, and they can disconnect now. They've got the opening kill on Ashiro. That removes the salvos, that removes some information. Absolutely pivotal for a team like Boom right now to have something like that online, because if you don't, I mean, there's no real information. You've got to sacrifice bodies now.
Famous just going to try to find anything that he can get here. Maybe a jiggle peek. This angle, though, be a hell of a flick on a Jing, but now is a bit more realigned.
Things going towards this A side with a potential pivot through the baby door back towards B, though. And Paper Rex starting to rotate towards A. There goes Forsaken.
Yep, Famous able to find it. After Chalk, hold off the approach here. Jing swooping around. Two players now contained back behind this smoke where Berserk's going to try to hold the line, but gets full flash. They turn around, and they're able to find it. For a second, it looked like it might have ended with disaster. Double push forward into the smoke, Shorty in hand. Jing ends up falling to the wayside. Now 3v3. Famous looking for the shot, but it's going to be Patman who finds it. Just over the shoulder with the op. Doesn't find the contact, and now Spike opened up to start getting tapped here. Swing out, Devi. Holding from the one angle, loses out the fight. Patman now asked to clutch this out. And see Slasher down to a sliver, dead. But does he read the reposition? Has the Shorty. Seems like he has an idea, but the time is starting to dwindle. Footsteps going to be heard. Gets it down to half, and Patman! Does he actually have it? Oh! Not quite 0.3 seconds away from pulling off what would have been a monstrous clutch. But Boom, narrowly scraped by.
I mean, that doesn't give you too much confidence as Boom. It's a sigh of relief that they're able to come away with that one, isn't it? 4 versus 5 conversion that they're able to get in. I mean, Berserk gets absolutely completely blinded, so no pit to be able to put on towards it. And I thought that actually Paper Rex noted that both of those members had gone in towards the Heaven location earlier on with the double peek and the Shorty spot, but you never really know if they repositioned with the time or went for a bit of a flank. Valiant attempt from Paper Rex there, but finally we got another round on the board for Boom. It's in succession as well.
And now we also potentially get some op v off.
Yeah.
Or grab from something does give him another dimensional drift.
More importantly though, for Boom, a pit and a Rolling Thunder if you can set it up.
Jump out. It's gonna be one and an exit. Patman left to his own devices, but the Seas will cover his retreat. Smoke set, lingers within. Meanwhile, double push around the back. It's Forsaken, trying to readjust, but Jing right there to play off it as well. And Shiro now putting his sights through and losing the fight. Jing comes away with another kill as something does end up falling. Breaks open the C site here. The last 2 remaining players, with both of them tagged up.
Point and click for Famous. Doesn't matter about the HP.
Planted.
Timing though from Patman, swinging around the back. Watched here by NC Slasher. The first shot missed here. Patman in perfect position to capitalize. Doesn't read NC Slasher's spot, but now has all the info that they need. From here, the Rolling Thunder, far too risky. 14 health remaining. And Jing, he'll peek out, he'll see the shorty, and he'll shut it down.
Yeah, just already tagging him up makes it a little bit easier for Paper Rex to come in together as a team at the end. A really great idea to just get through the A lobby earlier. You know, the respot as well from Patman's Prowler, noting that Shiro is still up the guts of B as well. So you've just got a really great plan from Paper Rex in this round to have the components for the trades available. And really lock a sticky situation in this one for Boom. The real only way they're getting back in that sort of scenario in the 3 versus 2 is if the shot is hit from Famous for a 2 versus 2 and they're rolling thundering one side where they're expecting the opponents to come from and setting him up on another op line.
And now look at what you have for Paper Rex. That final kill from Jing in the previous round. Another showstopper, his 3rd of the half at the ready. If that pit comes into play, you've got something who can scout. And the Rocket that can flush out a Viper, but something, never mind, is going to be taken down. Rocket does go flying. Damage found on a Famous, but kill not coming through. Swings in with the Stinger, but Jing finds the headshot. Is able to shut down the enemy Neon. Ultimately a trade up here for the side of Paper Rex. Player advantage in their hands. And now everyone from Boom committed and contained within this Rebel position.
Big deal to actually win here.
But now they're going to think that they can rotate out, and Forsaken is lurking with a Judge around the corner. If they choose to go into B, they might just save themselves, but otherwise, a drift towards C, towards Mound could cost them.
Oh, but it does look like they're toying with the idea of C.
They're clustered up. This could be devastating. There's one. Can't find the second.
They're actually going to beat Paper Rex towards this C side too, so maybe finally we're going to get the pit in play for Berserks.
The 2 players with ults at the ready. NC Slasher gives it a consideration, opts to go ahead, save it here, perhaps for the post plant. Pit goes in first, but Patman on a bit of a faster timing, pushes forward, finds him. NC Slasher now has to do it all, but the peek over the top, the spike never planted. Jing in pole position strikes. And Paper Rex are up 9-3 as they now swap to the attacking side of Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the 10-2 half that they got against T1 if you consider Boom's side of things, right? But it's just another story where Paper Rex have really great ideas on this defensive time. They've got great recognition of the gaps around the map. And Boom, I mean, we've seen that they haven't really played this map too much, right? A really big win against Global Esports. But that was in, what, week 2 of the group stage? That was absolute weeks ago. If you've not been prepping and being ready for this one here, and you're watching the game yesterday, you're still allowing this map to come in towards this series? I mean, it's not good yet.
Oh, this is revealing. Do you like seeing your boyfriend suffer?
I mean, he's not been suffering too much lately with the wins they've been getting, so...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But that might mean that she's suffering, if that's what she...
right.
She prefers to see him angry.
Yep. Goat of all animals, who takes the crown, the dinosaur or the wolf? I mean, one of them is extinct, so...
One of them is also just a category.
Yes, this is true. Which dinosaur?
Yeah. Which one?
I mean, I guess Tyrannosaurus Rex, right?
Triceratops, Raptor, T-Rex. Like, this is, you know...
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, another good choice.
Yeah.
Brachiosaurus.
I like the ones that can fly.
Brontosaurus.
Because we can't do that. It's just an avenue that we don't get to experience as humans. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Maybe. We'll see. Flipping up on the half, though. Let's see if Jing is going to be able to carry on with this absolute destruction that he came out with on the defensive side, by the way. Or if Boom are going to be able to answer back now with the double controller setup that they have deployed on this map.
Yeah, I think
My potter broke.
if Boom could run this back from defending side, be able to take this map, it would be one of the biggest comebacks that we have seen, with context included. Flashes out onto multiple players. Shiro able to find one, but I mean, it's just lost in the sauce. Ends up falling to something's hands. DOS9 though, nice little lurk behind the box. Finds Patman, finds Devi. DOS9 continuing to try to be the hero here for the team, but Jing cutting him down with the Sheriff and finding the follow-up on the Famous. Both pistols in the hands of Paper Rex as they get themselves up to double digits.
Yeah, that makes things monumentally more difficult for Boom now in this map. I mean, maybe it is another scenario like yesterday where Paper Rex had to just write off Fracture in their mind when they had an abysmal performance there and look to have map 2 and map number 3 go your way. Maybe that's too early to say at the moment, but Jing getting active yet again with a lot of the kills. We did see on Haven, for example, Primi come out with a really good half with 19 frags on that attacking side and ending up with 25. I mean, I think Jing is looking to do a little bit better than that as an individual performance.
Been a hell of a way to start things off for him. Kind of having the game that we were maybe anticipating to see from something, given how he played the Yor just yesterday.
Yep.
Jing absolutely outpacing him so far. Still fairly light on the pie here for the side of Paper Rex, considering the lead that they do have, not wanting to take too many risks. Seems like they're sticking to the game plan no matter what.
Yeah, and if the plan right now is end at 8, well, you only have to contend with NC Slasher, and then you can play it to your heart's content and have a pretty easy close to the round. Meanwhile, C-Mound, little counterplay from Boom over there, but it's going to have no value.
Probably checking, not spotting. NC Slasher for now, still hidden here at backside. Boombot ends up bouncing one more time and Forsaken plays off the back of it beautifully. He rides the rope, must not have been blinded, finds the headshot as DOS9 just get taken down and Jing gets spared. Just a tuck back. Forsaken continuing to challenge the angle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a team blind, unfortunately, there from Forsaken that got his little friend. Yeah. It was the Paranoia and Salvo combo from Boom over at Mound.
Paper Rex is about to get silly. Looking for the flash out. Nothing really noted there. Something finding the shot. They're continuing to run forward. And all right, they get the cleanup. It's going to be a flawless here. As Paper Rex getting the heart going, making me concerned. I thought they were going to just rush out, lose a bunch of weapons.
Yeah. They just want to add a little bit more entertainment towards this one. They can't win a map cleanly. They have to do something silly. But no, good to see that all 5 are alive. You know, they come into that round with a couple of pistols as well, so you can potentially see now this bonus round look a little bit more stronger with holding for the rifles, which is exactly what they do. An operator, meanwhile, for Famous, glass cannon style. At least it's out early, right? Last time we saw Boom play, they have what, 2 operators in play total?
It took them 6 rounds to be able to get it.
Yeah.
The first time out. But yeah, glass cannon, no fast lane. Forsaken just setting up the smoke and now is well aware of this op being in play. Makes a TP. It's a little bit of an investigation here onto the site. They were thinking maybe he could be backside.
Where does he want to go, though? Just sit here?
He's just smiling.
Yeah, wait for your teammate to see if he can reveal any opponents. I mean, it's putting a little bit of pressure right now onto DOS9, who, well, doesn't feel pressured anymore that he's found Forsaken.
Shrugs that off. In the meantime, Shiro did get tagged down. 10 HP remaining there on Boom's Tejo. Zek into the B side, getting ready to come to fruition. The Thorns just go ahead, hold off that back angle, upper. They get the spot on NC Slasher. There's something checking around towards stairs and hits the headshot through the corner.
Pivot towards the A site now as well, and I'm looking at the utility of Boom. You have nothing really to play for on this retake.
No Paranoia, just a fault line, and it's already going to be sent as they try to get themselves into positions, but you still have a Viper that's a world away. Jing, however, does get caught, DOS9. At top, just managed to go ahead and find the one, flashing into the swing out, and Divide, collecting another. It's himself 2, finishing off that low HP member, but Berserks
line them up.
Has them lined up. Paper Rex recounting back to Master Shanghai. Themselves stacked in front of one another, die together, and that does give Boom a round win.
Yeah. Not bad for Boom, but not the way that you wanted to be getting another round on the board, is it? Into the bonus round where you only take out 1 weapon, albeit the operator, so you'll at least be okay that you take that into the next one. Timing and rotations.
Such a quick shot.
From Paper Rex. Still giving a massive crack in this one. Just want to see this last kill and how they do line up for him. It's a bit of a waltz for Berserks, and yeah, I mean, he's just shooting through his teammates, falling corpse at that moment. Still, Boom on the board again. Will stave off Paper Rex from getting map point in the first one of this elimination game.
But yeah, so much damage dealt here. So another Outlaw brought forward.
It's not
Only
the worst.
2 half armors actually here, so not too bad. But Divide just disrespects the smoke, pushing forward, catching DOS9 and Famous. That would have been one hell of a flick. Close but no cigar. Something does get taken down. Alt gained in death. And it's Prowler to try to check around the back. And so far, Berserk's avoiding detection. The bound across, Jing still somehow comes away with that kill. The judge now from Forsaken just storming forward towards Waterfall. And even gets Shiro down to 67. The armor ripped away from him.
And you've got an operator, remember, for this retake. Do you have to consider saving this to the next round?
I think you absolutely do. But at that point, you're no longer playing for the win. You're playing to try to push it into overtime. We'll see what the call does end up looking like for Boom. Might be best to just cut the losses here on the map and then focus forward for their own map pick. And see Slasher, however, he was able to find one. The judge for now on the ground. Showstopper, however, similarly at the ready. Just looking to try to contain them back. Boom, pushing forward, persevering. Paint shell sent. Jing frantically trying to figure out Shiro's position. Shiro will get him with a wall bang shot. Once again, up, can it be retained? Boom, continue to persevere.
Yeah, by the narrowest of margins yet again, 7 seconds and change on the clock. So a 3 versus 4 retake that they find successful. Think about, you know, the call that they would have had to make in the scenario like that as well. What do we wait for? But we find some good timing on Forsaken looking the wrong way. The operator comes out and then there's a couple of trades. The 1 versus 1, similar HP for both members at the end as well, but Shiro getting that one, so they will hold on, and it really is feeling like it's Boom holding on at the moment, but maybe now a moment of reprieve. Stingers, Light Shields, Steel Garden though, Dimensional Drift, I mean, you could actually invest those in a round such as this as Paper Rex.
Knowing the team, they very well may.
It could be quick in towards the C site with the Nightfall to lead first too.
Get the paint shell. Sending him off the angle here. Bucky in hand for Jing, just trying to scare him off and force him back. A bit of damage here now, down to 21. Swing onto the corner though, Forsaken, doubling back, he's able to find DOS9. Shiro, dead. Devi, got the Stinger, pushes in, finds Berserks.
That's the
Slasher fishing through the smoke, is able to find one. The spike drop for a brief little moment. Famous with the off. The swing down, and NC Slasher loses the fight. Famous has to do it all. The question is, again, do you save it or do you try to play it out? His teammates will have relayed how low some of these players are, but now he's trapped in, slides across, gets the no-scope. Oh, tiny bit of style perhaps.
1 bullet.
It's 1 bullet. Reloads. Can he split this? No. The Bucky will once again sing out. Silencing Famous as Paper Rex get themselves up to map point.
I mean, I'm talking about maybe a Dimensional Drift and Steel Garden and that they just invest the Nightfall and they make it look easy a little bit there, don't they? They're just straight shooting in towards it. They're getting the trades. They're commanding space towards the halls as well. Just the Stingers and the Bucky getting the job done. And that pushes Paper Rex onto round number 12 now. Map point. This is their own map pick of choice, by the way, for those that may have just joined us during the map.
Yep.
Now it's 7 in a row that Boom would need to find to push us into an overtime scenario.
Who's next?
Pit on C, Dimensional Drift, storming through the B side here for the moment. Push up, close angle, Jing able to find one before being taken down. Jump up into the smoke. Shorty shot not quite connecting there as something. Quick little exit. Forsaken in the meantime, though, he's pinching forward. He's gotten himself as well over to the baby door. And now this back rubble position is all but shattered. Wide open as it's just DOS9 and Berserk's left standing.
Yeah, DOS9 could get out of there, but his teammate couldn't. And Berserk's just used the pit at the C site, remember? So they kind of knew where he was already.
Just TPing in, checking things out. Nothing spotted Berserk's. Just the Stinger in the smoke. As the C's gets a grab. I think noise has been made. And like you're pointing out to me now, yep, Devi still on a lurk. Missing maybe a timing. DOS9 seemingly has spotted him, but Devi just wins the fight. 13-5. An explosive performance from Paper Rex on their map pick of Lotus as they take the opening map here in this elimination series.
Yeah, it just definitely feels like Lotus is a very comfortable map for Paper Rex when they are going through a time of figuring out who's playing on what role. This one, it just looks much more cohesive for them. When we switch it over to the next map, I know anything can happen again with this team, but hey, they are a map up in this series now. The confidence will be riding high for PaperX, and if I'm thinking of Boom right now, I'm thinking you just got to be in the scenario that we had a couple of rounds where we're hitting some shots, we're getting our trades, we're getting dirty in towards it. We just need to have a couple more early realization moments coming in towards Fraction X to really just set us on the right path.
For Boom, a loss that will need to be shrugged off. Aim that's going to need to be steadied alongside the nerves.
Billy Gaming.
Match found.
यार सबको रेना ही लेना है.
Nothing stays hidden from me. Nothing.
Hello guys. Hello. डेल्टा भाई हम पहले भी साथ में खेल चुके हैं. अब नहीं है भाई.
Reina, you keep like glancing at me. Why you smiling?
Sorry, cariño. You remind me of someone.
हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? हेलो, आवाज आ रही है? हेलो.
हाँ भाई.
अच्छा, कोई देख सकता है क्या मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ यूट्यूब पे? क्वालिटी कैसा आ रहा है?
हैं?
शॉर्ट्स पे स्ट्रीम कर रहा
लो
हूँ.
गाइस. YouTube पे देखते हैं फिर थोड़े में. मैं वैसे फोन खोल के देख तो सकता हूँ, राउंड के बाद देखता हूँ.
भाई ऑल बी.
बी बंदा पुश है.
Cutting through. Enemy spotted. B.
Planting B.
Many enemies. B.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. B.
Dizzy's up top.
Last player standing.
कोई नहीं.
I will kill their healer. It's the only way to keep them all dead. No more charges left.
साहिल भाई अपने चैनल का नाम बताओ.
देखो लिखा है मैंने, चैट पे लिखा है. देखो
all be.
No peeking.
Many a decoy.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
कोई नहीं. घर को सेव कर ले यहाँ पे.
भाई अच्छी लाइफ चल रही है.
सही क्वालिटी सही है ना?
हाँ भाई।
They're usually distracted once I
खेल
reveal them.
Cypher.
Make sure you take advantage.
लॉल।
हाँ क्वालिटी तो बड़ी सही है।
चलो वो भी नहीं आ सकते जब तक कि वो यूज ना करें ऐसे।
This goes here.
Oh shite, I lost my pen rock.
Yes, that goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot. Trigger. Cage trigger. Careful now.
Reloading. Enemy B.
There.
Enemy spot refresh.
They found my wire.
Cutting their vision.
Caught one.
Cutting through.
वेट से चला है।
Enemy turret B.
ऊपर स्मोक कर। हाँ बहुत बढ़िया। तू ऊपर का देख डेविल तू ऊपर
Cutting
का
their
देख।
vision.
तू बस इसको रोक बाकी का वो देख लेंगे दोनों।
There.
Fake teleport.
Right here. Gun here.
स्पाइक अपने पे ना।
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
चुपचाप
30
I
seconds
know
left.
exactly where you are.
बहुत बढ़िया ब्रो। फैंटम ले मैं तेरे को इसकी स्किन देता हूँ। फैंटम ले वो फैंटम। हाँ ये वाली ले।
Now we start a winning streak of our own, aye?
उठा ली मेरे पास है।
I need
स्किन
this.
नहीं है। स्किन
चलो
नहीं
चलेगा।
थी।
मुझे बाय दो मैं तुम्हें स्किन देता हूँ वैंडल की।
My thanks.
मेरे पास बाय नहीं था ना तो।
मेरे पास बाय के लिए शील्ड के लिए पैसे नहीं है।
This goes here. Cage trigger.
मिड एक है।
अरे तो बड़ा जल्दी बोल दिया। अरे क्लोव तुम मिड देख रहा था तुम मार ही देता।
I can't use that. Careful now. My ultimate is ready. Give me a corpse. Where is everyone hiding?
Fuck.
साइबर ओपी भाई।
शिफ्ट
बी में
गन निकाल गन निकाल।
Last player standing.
गिक्कू कर क्या रहा है मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। आएगा।
मिड आराम से चला बेंच।
Thirty seconds left.
कोई नहीं। गिक्कू कर क्या रहा है मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। गिक्कू
Will they try the same?
पागल है गिक्कू पागल।
Time to jump.
मैं पिक निकाल रहा हूँ लोगों।
Go get it, buddy.
बी मत लो पिक मत लो।
Busy has targets.
गिक्कू इतना भी नहीं पुश करना होता।
मिड
अरे क्लोव मिड देख यार।
बहुत बड़े।
Spike down B.
और एक है बहुत प्यारा ग्लो। बॉल डाल अपना वहीं पे।
Here! Grab!
गन उठा और एक है।
Right here. My ult is ready.
Last player standing.
Easy. Phantom ले क्लो Phantom ले easy होगा.
आराम से वो मेन पे एक साइफर मेन है.
Drop in a
आ गया. मिड से आ रहा है. मिड से आ भाई.
भाई इग्नोर क्यों कर रहा है यार? योरू AFK था.
भाई मेरा अल्ट क्यों नहीं यूज हुआ लास्ट राउंड? हेलो
अल्ट नहीं.
हाँ भाई.
अरे भाई मैंने एक्सप्रेस किया पर अल्ट यूज नहीं हुआ मेरा.
पता नहीं, मे भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा शायद. मैंने सुना ऐसे प्रॉब्लम.
कोई मिड देख लो यार, एक मिड जाओ.
Yes, this should do. Cage trigger.
पीक लेने किसने कहा था? जल को भाई थ्रो कर रहा है.
Cage trigger. Got one.
Spike planted.
Found you.
चलो.
They found my wire.
रहना ब्लाइंड मारना आगे ब्लाइंड मारना यहाँ पे.
Here.
Still in sight.
होल्ड रहना यहाँ से रोक सकते अंदर से रोक
One
सकते नीचे
enemy
से.
remaining.
अरे साइड ऑन साइड. नाइस वन. अरे डिफ करो डिफ किया किसी ने. भाई ये राउंड तो अपना था.
They mess with one of us, they mess with all of us.
जैक को भाई थ्रो क्यों कर रहा है? ये तो बता दे.
Ah, this is a nice spot. That goes there. This goes here. Ah, this is a nice spot.
क्लोज स्मोक करना बी मैन.
Cage trigger.
उनका स्मोक है.
मिड एंड ए
यार मेरी गलती.
बी आ जाओ यार. आओ.
मिड पे गेको गन.
अबे यार कवर दे.
जिसको ब्लाइंड मार पहले ब्लाइंड मार ऊपर से.
Spike planted.
मार.
I know exactly.
चल मार उसको. बहुत बढ़िया. चल वहाँ पे अपना क्यू वाला पेट फेंक. लेफ्ट में एक है. लेफ्ट एक तो ले भाई पहले.
Last player standing.
उसको कवर दे, उसके पेट को कवर दे.
Anyone else think they can kill a god?
Outside of this gig, immortality doesn't
Need a
have
drop.
as many day-to-day benefits as you think. Reloading.
रुको मैं किल निकाल के आता हूँ. पीक निकाल के आता हूँ. ठीक है.
Where are you? Yes, that goes there. Ouch.
Cutting their vision.
Enemy spotted mid. I'll handle this.
रहना ब्लाइंड मार यहाँ पे.
Here.
Dreaming too much. अरे मार यार. कहाँ?
Last player
के चक्कर में
standing.
पड़ा हूँ भाई.
You will not kill my allies.
गन उठाने के चक्कर में मैं देख रहा हूँ. क्या बताऊँ यार.
The lights are so meaningless.
104 दिया मेरे पे गन नहीं थी ना नहीं तो मार देता
मेरे पे भी गन नहीं थी सब सेव करो सब सेव करो सब सेव करो कोई बाय मत लो कोई बाय मत लो
मेरे पे पैसे मैं बाय कर रहा हूं
हां डेविड तू अगर ले सकता है तो ले बाकी सेव कर ले योरू सेव कर तू योरू गन मत ले हां
मोबाइल में भी तुमने स्किन हो जाए
No more charges left.
No peeking.
ये क्यों नहीं है कोई
बहुत बढ़िया गेको गंदे गंदे मुझे गंदे गंदे
बी 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 बी
Time to jump.
Spike down mid.
अरे यार
ब्लाइंड मार गेको उड़ा के एक ब्लाइंड मार
Last player standing.
ये तो एक कौन है ये रिवाइव दे रहा
No peeking.
कोई नहीं
तो ब्रो मोबाइल में डिट्टू खराब है
बाद में आ गया
Hi, where to?
मैं भी आया
फैंटम की स्किन है किस पे फैंटम की स्किन
This goes here. Yes, this one.
भाई मेरे को कोई कवर कर दे बस और कुछ नहीं
मैं दे रहा हूं कवर चल
Cage triggered. Here.
बी है क्लोब बी मिड देखना
बी 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 बी
Caught one.
छोड़ उसको छोड़
I found my wire. Found it. Cage triggered.
कवर कवर कवर
दे रहा हूं कवर दे रहा हूं
ओके
Last player standing.
ये कुछ हो रहा है खेल नहीं पा रहा
अरे क्या
गेको खेल नहीं पा रहा अपना
Oh, this reminds me of this one time where I actually never mind. Reloading. Could I have a drop? Could I have a drop?
This goes here. Yes, that goes there. Cage trigger.
Drop in a smoke.
Here.
Where is Spike down A.
Hiding? Here.
One enemy remaining. Flawless. Last round in the half.
This is it. Get those guns.
पावर ऐसी ना भाई भाई
क्या पावर
जो ऐसी मारो कैमरे के सामने वही
पता नहीं
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here. That goes there. Oh, this is a nice spot. Cage trigger.
Cutting through.
Careful now. Found my wire.
Powerless.
Mid back.
Camera taken out.
You're done.
ये के को भाई
Enemy B.
तुमको मारो
फॉर्म में आ गया।
One enemy remaining.
देखो टॉप पे चला गया भाई, फॉर्म में आ गया आगे को।
Oh my.
I'll handle this. Cutting through.
Switching sides.
Don't stop fighting. You must keep going, even if
ये
it's
चलो
No more charges left.
साइफर एक ट्रिप लगा
here.
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Hold your head.
Dropping smokes.
Time to jump. Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
फंस गया भाई। कोई नहीं, हम लोग ही जीतेंगे, डोंट वरी।
Pick something nice to kill them with.
सेव कर लो,
It's the
सब
least
सेव कर लो।
we can do.
No more charges left.
PRX का क्या हुआ देखते हैं। Paper Rex.
Yeah, 1 versus 2, maybe manageable situation.
गेको यहीं पे एक है, यहीं पे एक है।
Foolish.
ब्रिज पे रैंप पे
होल्ड करो। अबे यार ये साले का बच्चा पीछे।
And you're done.
One enemy remaining.
You did good.
No peeking.
हेवन आराम से खेल गेको तेरे पास आएगा
उधर है, भीतर है।
गेको के पास आएगा
जी।
गेको या तो अरे साइड पे गेको कहाँ खड़ा है रे तू?
Last player standing.
बाय स्क्रीन इजी होल्ड कर बस घुमा उसे बस की नोट डाले
Just simple economics. I'm kidding. I'm terrible with money.
Vibe check. We feeling good? Hope so.
The spike is here.
ट्यूब पे पगला स्ट्रीम करो। क्या हुआ?
Reloading.
इतना खराब क्यों जा रहा है?
I will find you.
Reloading. Drop in a smoke.
I have dropped the spike.
I got the spike.
मेरा
Drop in a smoke.
मेरा नेटवर्क सही नहीं चल रहा।
Reloading.
Got him. Enemy B.
अबे यार क्या प्रॉब्लम है यार नेटवर्क का
Last player standing.
Sage 117 है.
Back off.
One enemy remaining.
इससे सब उसको काटता जिंदगी में सच कोई स्पाइक लोग
Pero like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche Radiant.
We will reveal their secrets.
रेना मिड में एक है
Ball.
रुक मैं बैठ रहा हूँ रेना मेरे ऊपर आ मेरे ऊपर आ रेना मेरे ऊपर से
LOL मार
Down B.
Reloading.
Last player standing.